Hey everybody, welcome to Geekoholics Anonymous, episode 167. I'm your host Rico, here with my co-host
Dane Cody.
Dane, Cody, and I get together once a week, talk about video games, TV, movies, and or whatever the hell we like.
Hell yeah.
Primarily video games.
Or whatever the hell we like.
A little bit of toys, a little bit of gadgets, a little bit of
this and that. You're in our
Pretty
world
much.
now.
Yeah, for the next hour or two, maybe, depending on how long we go. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. Welcome, new listeners. If you're new, hopefully you stick around. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. I just wanted to say on some positive news. Again, we've been growing month over month, numbers-wise.
Woot woot.
Not huge, but last month was our biggest month so far.
That's pretty sweet.
So, I don't know what it is. Either it's me not sucking, or maybe a little bit of effort I've been putting on social media.
It's probably you stopped sucking finally.
Yeah, maybe that must be it. It only took 166 episodes.
I mean, I've been awesome this whole time, so I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
Yeah, it's mostly me. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, anyway, thank you. If you've never been here before, like I said, we get together once a week, talk about video game, TV, movies, and whatever that we want.
What was that?
While I struggle to get that out. We usually start the show with what you've been playing, get into some news and stuff, our public service announcements, and free for all section. So this last weekend, I was actually in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, it was weird. We saw each other in the flesh, face to face, had some dinner.
My daughter was having an off evening.
It happens, man.
We did have a long day at the zoo in the sun.
We had a long day at the pool.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I know. It was pretty sweet.
I would have rather been tired from being at the pool.
Yeah. It was nice.
The zoo was kind of cool, though.
Yeah, that was like a nice day for it. It was a little bit warm, but it wasn't too hot, at least.
My daughter enjoyed it. She had lots of fun.
Right on.
Ferry ride was fun. Zoo was fun. Dinner was fun. And then, we only stayed... No, we stayed 2 nights.
Did you manage to get to Toy Traders before you left?
We did.
Nice.
Managed to sneak in a Toy Trader visit on Sunday before we left. Wasn't a very long one, but...
Hey, man, any visit is a good visit there.
That place is so cool.
Place is amazing. It might be one of my favorite places in the world.
Yeah, I've been around to a few places, and with the exception of the craziness of that Frankenstein's trade show or whatever toy show thing that I went to at LA this year.
Right.
Toy Traders is like one of those things you have to see. Not that the in LA Frankenstein's is cool in terms of the stuff they have, but it has no panache. It's not dressed up. It's not pretty.
Right.
It's just jam-packed stalls of collectibles. Whereas, friggin' Toy Traders is kind of like a little comic book, toy, video game, freaking
nostalgia
kind of.
Oh man,
there's just so much stuff there. There's even more stuff. Every time is different. It's like different from the last time I was there.
Oh yeah, he's always constantly adding, constantly doing and updating and like making it bigger, making it better. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
my daughter liked it. She was having fun.
Hell yeah.
And then I didn't obviously get to play much games because I wasn't at home. And then back to reality. Boo.
I know.
Speaking of which, I'm going on a vacation next week, so I don't know what's going to happen with the show next week.
What the fuck? I'm gonna have to get a new co-host and fucking record a show and shit.
The only problem is that I don't think I'll have the ability to edit it. So,
man,
we might have to just take a week off next week. If you don't get an episode next Thursday, just realize that's what happened. It's Rico's fault, and he's on vacation. And you can send all your hate mail to him.
And we will be back.
On Twitter, @DaneCody.
You can send all your hate mail there anyways. I mean, I'm used to it by now.
All right. Well, I think that's enough BS unless you got something to add, Dane.
No, that heat was sort of killing my gaming session last weekend. It was brutal, actually.
It's still pretty warm. It's cooling down a little bit, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, no, that Sunday I was trying to play some games and my poor video card was cooking itself slowly. So there was a little bit of... The rest of my PC was a champ. It was amazing. I couldn't believe how cool it stayed, but my poor video card was just like... Woo!
Were you having issues? Was it like freezing or crashing or something?
Yeah, it kept getting so hot that it would stop responding to the drivers and then it would recover itself. So I wouldn't get like a full like blue screen or anything like that. My like I said, my PC was great. But my video card would like suddenly like your video card, your GPU drivers have stopped responding and Windows has recovered. But by then it's like kicked me out of whatever game I was playing, which was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I would say that's a little annoying.
Yeah, but I like I said, I'm like 99.9% sure it's like it was just that my video card was hitting 94 degrees Celsius and downclocking itself. Anybody that has a 290X knows that that's not an uncommon temperature. But the fact that the ambient temperature in here was so hot, it was pretty brutal. So, it was not helping. So let's
play some video games in the oven.
Oh yeah, big time. So, yeah. But outside of that, no. Outside of that, the new PC's been amazing. I'm a huge fan. So,
we all know you're gonna get a new video card soon. Maybe we can steal one from PAX.
Phew.
When nobody's looking, just like zoink.
Give a wink,
we don't need
nudge,
two
nudge
video cards. SLI is overkill.
Exactly.
Well, just take that second TI off your hands. Just don't worry about it.
Playing Battlefield 1. Yeah. So I'm hoping for. There's rumors that Nvidia is going to drop new video cards at Gamescom on August 20th. So I'm crossing my fingers in hopes that that's what they do. Because the way I see it, one of two things for me. Either the current video cards that I would like to buy, like a 1080, are going to drop even more money because new cards are going to come out. Or the new cards are just going to come out and I'm just going to suck it up and buy one of those. So
yeah, suck it up and buy one of those.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Well, when you weren't melting, what were you playing?
I was trying to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, actually.
Is that what
I started this? Oh yeah, no, I started it a while ago. It was sitting there, and it's a very pretty game, and I know that it runs.
And you're playing on your PC?
Yep. Yeah, it's PC. That was the thing. I was like sitting here, and I was like, man, what can I play that was okay on the old PC, but might be better on the new PC.
It didn't quite cut it.
Yeah, and that one was kind of there. Like I could tell some of the CPU stuff, like sometimes was hitting it a bit hard. Now that is no longer a problem whatsoever, and my video card is just maxed out at 100% the whole time I play that game. So I know I am GPU limited 100% of the time, all the time. So yeah, that's maybe partly also why my video card was cooking itself, because it was running at 100%.
That game's cheap right now.
Is it? It's a good game. Wow.
Well, on Green Man Gaming, it's like $3.27.
Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, never mind. This is a DLC.
Okay. I was going to say, because that is insane of a deal if that's the case. So
apparently on Steam, it's more money than that.
Yeah. And also I figured like there's the new one that is coming out in the fall, which Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which looks pretty good. So I would definitely want to finish this one up before the new one comes out.
It's 69 Canadian. Are you kidding?
No, I'm not surprised by that at all.
I feel like I know I've gotten this game on multiple other services at some point.
Are you thinking Rise of the Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider? Because I'm talking about the last one, like the newest.
Yeah, you're talking about Rise.
Yeah, Because I know
Tomb Raider is the first one,
Yeah.
Rise is the second one, and then Shadow is the third one coming out this winter, fall, whatever.
Because Tomb Raider, I definitely own on like 3 or so different platforms. But Rise of the Tomb Raider, I've just got on the one. Because I got it on a Steam sale a while ago.
I have it somewhere else.
Either way, great game.
Yeah, whatever.
Runs surprisingly well now. Even in spite of my video card, like luckily my video card maxing it out, it still manages to push it over 60 frames, which is great. Runs a lot smoother now. I'm really impressed. It's a solid game. I also took the chance to, seeing as I was playing a PC game, I know I'd been talking about it the last few weeks, and I got off my lazy ass and installed the Steam app on my Android TV because I was talking about that, and we were like, oh, I wonder how that works. And it works fucking great, is how it works. So I just synced one of my PlayStation 4 controllers to my TV via Bluetooth.
Just via, nice.
Because my TV has Bluetooth built in. So I just did that. And it's just like what I imagine a Steam Link is like, because it just sees it. It's on my network. And I can just play games on my TV that are running on my PC in the other room. It's
my stupid TV has
pretty
Steam
great.
Link, but not in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, they have it in the US, I guess US Samsung store or whatever.
Oh, that's lame.
It is lame because I would definitely try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with it a bit more because I didn't have a ton of time before my wife got up and didn't want me to like use the whole TV especially when I was playing video games from my computer in the other room. But I was really impressed. I was like, man, this is great. Like for those of us who have, an Android TV or whatever, you just download the app and it's just, you don't even need to buy a Steam Link. It's like an additional piece of technology that I do not need sitting underneath my TV, which is pretty awesome. So that was pretty cool. So if you've kind of been on the fence, give that a shot.
What were you streaming to your TV?
I was streaming Rise of the Tomb Raider to my TV.
Is it in the same room or a different room?
Different room.
Is your TV on Wi-Fi or Ethernet?
My TV is on Ethernet, but fun fact, as I've learned through this whole experience,
PC's on Wi-Fi?
No, my PC's also on hardline, but because the geniuses who built my apartment building only ran Cat5 cable through the building, so literally I am maxed out at 100 megabits per second on my hardline. My Wi-Fi connection from my PC to my Wi-Fi access point is more than 3.5 times faster than my dedicated hardline is when I'm dealing with things in my house, which is really annoying. So luckily my internet tops out at 50 megabits a second, so I'm not being limited by my home networking when it comes to my internet. But when it comes to moving files across my network, it's actually faster for me to shut off my Ethernet cable, disable my Ethernet port on my computer, and just send my files over Wi-Fi. And not just a little bit faster, but we're talking, I think I was transferring a file the other day to my local, my local file share on my network. Via Wi-Fi, I was seeing almost 400 megabits a second. And when I was streaming without my Wi-Fi being turned on, I max out at the 100 that the cables can do. So there you go. That gives you kind of a small idea of what I was looking at. So it's actually funny. So when I was actually streaming, I actually turned off the Ethernet cable and actually was streaming it from my PC over Wi-Fi because it's actually faster. So there you go.
Nice. I hate it when people screw stuff up.
I mean, like, my building isn't that new. It's, it was built in 2006.
I guess it's better than nothing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, currently, like I said, because my internet is only 50 megs a second, I'm not technically being limited going to the outside world. It's only internally
your network stuff.
Yeah, it's only internally that I notice it, which is a bummer. So, but luckily, most of the things I do internally are, outside of transferring some files, it's not really a big deal. But if I ever get faster internet one day when I'm supposed to supposedly be able to get fiber, that will be a problem because I will actually be limited significantly on my fiber. So, yay.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yes, it is.
Actually, I might be able to talk about the Steam app one day because I'm going to be getting a goodie in the mail soon that I think I could just install it on there.
There you go.
Because I believe that's an Android device, isn't it? Yes.
That is correct. It is.
I think so. I've been playing Dead Cells.
Okay.
On PS4, but I can't talk about it.
Okay. Embargoes are a bitch.
Yeah, it's embargoed until Monday. So, yeah. So you'll be hearing lots of reviews on that, I guess. Actually, you'll probably get proper reviews on the game because it'll be leaving early access on Steam as well. It's the 1.0 release.
Oh, okay.
I believe it really releases next Tuesday, the 7th. So it'll be available on Switch, PS4, and it is already technically available on PC.
Right.
But it will be the 1.0 version. I don't think they call it 1.0, but they just said leaving early access.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah, I can't really talk about it. But that's what I've been playing.
Sweet.
Even though it's on PC and it's early access. So, I'll talk. If you remember, I talked about the PC game a while. I guess, was it last year? It was last year. It was a while ago.
Yeah, you've played the PC one a bunch.
But I stopped playing it as soon as they announced the Switch version because, I want on Switch. But I couldn't get on Switch because the codes are super. The availability for review code on Switch is very slim, so I got on PS4. But, for my time on PC, which I can talk about because that's readily available, so neener, neener, neener. The PC version of Dead Cells is pretty rad.
That's awesome.
Take that as you will.
Fair enough.
I'll have more to say next week when it's not under embargo.
When we're not going to get in trouble.
I'm pretty sure I wish I was able to see the Switch version, and because no one can talk about it, I don't know how it performs on Switch.
Right.
So I'm wondering, I don't know, I might have to just buy it on Switch because I leave on my vacation next week. And that
where are you going on vacation?
I'm going to Disneyland.
You go there a lot.
I was literally just there 2 months ago.
Well, you're also there for E3, so it's a little different, but yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going when I went to E3 because I knew we were going next week for my wife's work shuts down.
Oh, right. Okay.
And she's like, I don't want to sit at home and do nothing for a week. And I have lots of time off, so I just took the week off and she's like, well, let's go to Disneyland. I'm like, okay. Right. We were going to go to Tofino, but Tofino's freaking more expensive than going to Disneyland, even though it's on the same freaking island that I live on and I could just drive there.
That seems crazy.
Go figure. Yeah, because the hotels are crazy expensive there.
That makes sense. It is high season or whatever for them right now.
Yep, so. High season and a super tourist trap, even though I'd really like to go to Tofino.
Have you never been?
I've never been.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I know, it's really sad. I've lived on the island my entire life, and I haven't been to the most well-known part of the island.
Well, second most. I still think obviously Victoria is the most well-known, but it's definitely probably the second well-known.
I think more people come to the island to go to Tofino than they do to Victoria. I don't know. Probably, I guess I'm not right about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you're not wrong.
It's a pretty well-known beach
is.
around the world. So
it's a beautiful place. I've been there a couple times, so I'm
that's the thing.
Surprised.
We have lots of rad beaches where I live, so it's do I really need to spend $500 plus a night to go see a beach on the island I already live on? It's kind of a hard sell.
Also, the road to get there, while could be absolutely amazing, there's too many shitty people that drive on that road, and it makes it really painful in the summertime to get to Tofino.
So you see what I mean, right? Like, yeah, I know I'm sure it's beautiful up there.
It's
but
great.
Like we already have pretty beautiful locales here in my backyard for free.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
So it's kind of a hard, it's like, I don't know. It's like living in Hawaii and like, well, you got to go to the other island.
You gotta go to Kauai, man. It's great.
It's like, but I already live in Hawaii, so why would I spend money to go to the other side of Hawaii?
Yeah.
I'm in Hawaii. I don't know.
I hear you.
I will get there one day. I know
It's cool. It's got a neat vibe and stuff. Like, I don't know. I do enjoy Tofino. It's a neat place.
Maybe we need to look in the Airbnb. Maybe it'll be less expensive.
Yeah. I don't know how many people like fucking.
So yeah,
there,
anyway,
so.
I might pick up Dead Cells on Switch because it comes out the day I leave.
Sweet.
And I like that game. And yeah, I played some Battle Chef Brigade.
Nice.
That was a freebie on Twitch last month with the whole Twitch going crazy, giving out games for Prime Day, 20-something games.
Right. Yeah. They were like, giving out tons of stuff.
So I've only played 2 chapters, so I'm not very far in it. It is a brawler, 2D brawler and puzzle video game.
Okay.
Developed by Trinket Studios and published by Adult Swim Games. It came out last November on, I believe it's just on I think it came out on Switch and Windows or PC, whatever.
Yeah, it might also be
Switch.
out on PS4 as well.
Not according to Wikipedia, it ain't.
Okay, then never mind.
Maybe it's coming. So anyway, it's like 2D hand-drawn art style, very anime like influenced art style. And basically, you want to become part of the Battle Chef Brigade.
Right.
And basically, you go to a school, and there's like all these training missions. And I don't know, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the story. So, but basically, it's like a puzzle game where you're combining ingredients, and it's kind of like Tetris Attack.
Right. So like there's like 2 parts of the game kind of, right?
Yeah,
like
the part is
there's like a side scrolling.
Yeah.
Like there's like a side scrolling,
it's a 2D side scrolling action
like
beat 'em up platformer. You're fighting monsters. Yeah. You've got spells, you've got attacks, you've got combos, you've got dodges, you can jump in the air. It's just a straight up 2D like action platform game.
Right.
And basically you go out in the wild and you kill the monsters, which drop ingredients
and stuff.
Monster parts,
right?
Which are your ingredients.
Okay.
The different ingredients from the different monsters actually... The playfield is divided up into a grid. And I compare it to Tetris Attack, but it's not. It's a little different than Tetris Attack. It's not. In Tetris Attack, you flip stuff sideways.
Right, okay.
Horizontally. In this, you rotate like 4. I think almost like, maybe, is Lumens like that? Lumines? I haven't played that in a while, so I can't even remember, to be honest. But basically, your gems drop down in various different shapes, either like 2x2 or like a L block, but only 3, not as long as a Tetris L block, or they drop down 4,
right? And
they're different colors, which are the different elements like fire, water, earth, green, blue, red. Can't remember if there's more colors than that right now. It might get more complicated as we go along.
Right, okay.
And basically, you have to match 3, and kind of like almost like a Bejeweled, but Bejeweled is sliding just one space over. And like I said, you slide, a grid of 4. You rotate them left or right.
Mm-hmm.
And, you match 3, disappear. Pieces fall down, combos, chain reactions, stuff happen. As you match 3 of any color, they kind of upgrade to the next level of gem.
Right.
So say you match 3 earth gems, they change into a level 2 earth gem. Match 3 of those, they go into a level 3 and so forth. And why that's important is as you're making these combos and whatnot, you're getting a score for your dish. You're basically, the whole puzzle aspect is you're mixing these ingredients in the bowl and cooking them and making a dish. So as you level up the elements, you get more points. And then you get different requirements. So like in one of my battles, I was supposed to beat this one guy. So you're beating guys by making combos and whatnot.
Right.
But
so it's like,
also,
that's kind of how you're essentially like fighting, but it's like cooking, almost like Iron
that's
Chef,
how you're
right?
fighting
like,
the other person.
Right.
That the person, when you're doing versus, right, they're going off and getting their ingredients, and you're going off and getting yours, killing monsters and whatnot through combat, coming back, adding ingredients, go out, fight some more. Meanwhile, there's a time limit, almost like an Iron Chef, right?
Yeah.
You want to try and get your dish as best as possible with the highest level of element or ingredients, and they want you to use certain ingredients. So like this certain monster is like the featured ingredient, and then it's like, oh, and we also want this element, so you get bonus points for using these elements. And then there's bad stuff like from the ingredients. I haven't seen it yet, but there can be apparently poisons, and then there's elements that you can lose points for. You know, kind of like, oh, this tastes like crap. You had too much salt, right?
Right.
That's kind of, it's not quite like that. It's more like you just had the wrong monster stuff in there. That's not what we wanted in this food. And you got bonuses for, you know, like the last one I did, it was earth was the element that they wanted. And I had like a bunch of like level 3 earth element gems, you know, when I went and turned in the food. Because you clear the lower quality elements, or like when you're ingredients, like and then they level up. Pardon?
Like, is this kind of what during the quote unquote cooking part when you're like
during the cooking puzzle section?
Okay.
So then they level up, and then, you know, whatever's left in that screen contributes to the point, like the point total when you go and take that dish to the judge.
Got it.
So if I, you know, say I broke down tons of like earth elements and had like a crap ton of like level 3 earth in there, and I went and gave it, I would get more points than just if I say had a clear playing field completely.
Right.
You get points for all the combos and stuff you had done up to that point. You know, so it's not a bad thing, but like you get bonuses if you know, take advantage of the including ingredients and higher level ingredients in it when you actually go and turn it in as well. So it seems kind of neat. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I did like 2 chapters worth. It's got a little story. You're like in an academy learning, and you sleep in, and your character seems kind of funny. They've missed like orientation, and they're getting bagged on by, you know, the teacher and other people. But
interesting.
Yeah, it seems cool. I think the fighting's kind of neat, and it's actually pretty good. Like, I was playing with the keyboard, which was like, that just felt terrible. So I synced up my Xbox controller. And obviously, in my opinion, it plays a lot better with the controller than keyboard. Because you don't use the mouse.
Seems like the type of game that would work better with a controller.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
2D fighting action stuff, and then the puzzle game. You could
because the mouse does nothing. You use arrow keys and WASD.
Oh yeah, that seems like it would be terrible on a keyboard.
Yeah. I'm sure you could get used to it, but
like the puzzle part, I could see it making sense using a mouse.
Yeah,
but if they don't use the mouse, then that would be just
you can't do anything with the mouse. It just moves a pointer on the screen.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, hopefully you picked that up when Twitch was giving it out.
I do.
It's a pretty cool game.
This is a reminder to keep logging in and keep claiming shit, because Twitch is still dropping games. Like earlier tonight, I logged into my Twitch and grabbed like 4 things that I hadn't claimed yet. So
yeah, well, yeah, August's games came out today.
So just I
may as well just talk about it right now. I was gonna keep it for public service announcements, but I'm logged in right now. So for August, if you're a Twitch Prime member, right now they're giving away Death Squared, which is supposed to be pretty good. Steamworld Dig. The
first one.
If you remember, I just talked about the second one a couple months ago, which was really good.
The second one was a Twitch Prime game a while ago as well. That's the crazy thing. So
yeah, the second one was. That's why I played it. Yeah. But I ended up buying it on Switch because I liked it so much.
Yeah.
Anti-Hero. Jotun Valhalla Edition. And Wizardry Bundle. Wizardry 8. Is it 8? Looks like 8. It just says Wizardry Bundle. I'm looking at Twitch here. And apparently there's some free loot for Overwatch and PUBG.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know if that has anything to do with August, but...
No idea.
Yeah, anyway. If you got Twitch, go... You don't have to install them. You just got to click them under your Prime button. Yeah, under the Prime loot icon. And then install the Twitch client on your PC. Yeah, well, yeah, and those are all PC. So
yeah, that's all PC games.
They don't do the console thing. So with that, my friend, I want to say let's move on to some news. News. EA's. Oh man, it's hard to read.
EA's Origin Access Premier PC subscription is now live.
I don't know why I had a hard time with the S and the O. EA's. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, at E3, if you remember, they announced a Premier T for Origin, a Premier Tier. Man, I can't speak today.
Do you need me to
Premier
take this?
Tier for Origin Access membership.
Right.
Which basically is their version of Game Pass, but for PC.
Yes.
With EA games, but also including other games that are third party. And the big selling point of this was that you get access to all the new games at release or even a few days prior to release. So Battlefield 5, FIFA 19, Madden 19, and Anthem are going to be on this service day and date.
Oh, man.
I was not a huge fan of Origin. I feel like it's my least favorite of all the other launchers that I have on my computer. It's $14.99 a month, and I assume that's American.
Seems a little expensive.
$100 a year. That's what it seems like. But you know what? I usually buy a FIFA game, and I usually buy a Battlefield, and definitely going to buy Anthem next year.
Right.
So the subscription of this service is cheaper than buying both those games.
Man, actually, you make a really valid point. I didn't really think about that.
So then you get those two. You're going to get their two biggest games of the winter and next spring. Plus, you're going to get FIFA. Plus, you're going to get Madden. Plus, you're going to get a bunch of their other stuff. And then third-party stuff. That seems like a pretty good deal. Unless you totally hate EA and don't buy anything. And I absolutely think they know this too. I almost kind of wish this was cross-platform.
Yeah.
Because
so this does not work. This doesn't work on
PC.
On Xbox One and PC. It's just okay.
It's only for PC.
Do we know if this is available to us in Canada yet?
I don't know. I didn't look into that. I assume it would be.
I don't know, man. Like all that stuff is so weird sometimes when it comes to like time and space, and you know what I mean. Like they're just weird about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's available in Canada because it knows I'm coming from Canada. So it's $20 a month in Canada. Or $129.99 a year, which is still cheaper than two $80 games by far.
That's true.
So right now they have apparently 129 games on their service.
Plus you also get 10% off Origin purchases if you really want to.
Like right now, you can play A Way Out. Unravel 2's on there as well. Battlefront 2's on there. And then coming soon, obviously, FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and Anthem. Anthem and Battlefield, I know I'm going to be playing on PC, so I might just have to get this stupid service. God damn it.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. That makes me a lot more interested in the service. I do feel like it's a little bit of a hard... it's not... That's... Like if it was $10 a month, that'd be one thing, but at $20 a month, that's kind of hard though. At the same time, that's not cheap.
What is it? $129.99 a year. That's.
I mean, you're right. That's essentially two games. It's two EA games a year.
It's $180 for us to buy two games in Canada.
Exactly. So you're actually saving money if you spend a year.
A little less, but pretty close.
Yeah.
I know. When I saw this, I'm like, oh man, really?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do the yearly, it's $10.83 a month. So it is.
That's actually a lot better.
$11 a month. So I guess the only downside of that is you have to pay that up front. So, but at the same time, you could wait until October when Battlefield... Is October Battlefield? Yeah, October 18th.
Yeah.
So it might be worth waiting till October to jump on the service.
Interesting.
And then you get it till next October.
Very, very... Does this...
I know I saw it and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I like the FIFA games.
Does this
I like
include
this other stuff.
like their whole back catalog? I know it says 129 games.
If you click on the link in the story for the pricing, it takes you to Origin's website.
Okay.
And then it shows you games in the bottom.
Huh.
And you can see show more. And then it's just page after. There's a bunch of games.
Right.
Mass Effect, Dead Space, Dragon Age.
I mean, a bunch of these I already own, but at the same time, like, that's kind of crazy. Plus, you get to play them early.
I know. It seems kind of like...
But I'm just worried, like, is this like... now we got Game Pass, which is $15 a month or whatever.
I know.
Now we got this. Like, man, it's going to end up costing me...
You're not gonna buy games basically. You're gonna just subscribe.
But instead of just having a Netflix of games, it's like,
I guess the one downside is you don't own the game, so if you cancel, you lose access.
right.
Obviously, so that's the only negative. But whereas if you bought Anthem or Battlefield, you can play them forever. So
Yeah. Okay,
But if
so I
you're
mean, I'm
playing a
looking
lot
at their
of EA
collection. I mean, like you said, Mass Effect, Mad Max, all the Dragon Age games, Unravel, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 1 and 2, Crisis, all of them. Some of these games in here aren't even EA games either.
yeah, as I said, it's got third party and it's going to be growing. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't care. Sorry.
Dang it.
Okay, moving along.
Dang it.
I know it's it's sweet, but is it sweet enough? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I think I know someone that might be able to hook me up with a month or two to check it out.
Yeah. Well, Darksiders 1 and 2 are both on here as well. Holy crap.
Okay,
A lot of Ultima games in here.
Destiny 2, Solstice of Heroes has dropped. So
what is the Solstice of Heroes?
The Solstice of Heroes is their like year one celebration.
Okay.
It runs for the month of basically August. I guess it ends the 28th. Basically, similar to the Destiny 1, year 1 and 2, they had triumphs, which is like do the raid, complete the campaign, do so many public events, do Crucible, do all this stuff. And depending on all these different events you do in game, you get points. And then with these points, there are different rewards.
Like a real life t-shirt.
Yeah, which is actually, if I hunker down, I might be able to get enough points for that.
That's only the
So for like 125 point. Yeah.
250 points.
In Destiny 1, year 1 and year 2, it was the highest reward was that t-shirt.
Right, I remember that. You were all bummed out because you didn't get it.
Yeah, because
you kept looking at the guys. You kept looking at the guys at PAX, and you were like, "Oh, this is one of those fucking shirts. Oh, I wanted one of those shirts."
But you had to do work. You had to do everything in the game,
right?
So it seems like they've kind of made it more inclusive by lowering it. The 250 is by no means a easy task, but I was tallying up the events I could do between now and the end of the month.
Yep.
And I could hit that 250. I might even hit that might even be able to hit the 300. I ain't gonna get the 400. Forget that.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty stingy with these points. Complete 25 public events on heroic difficulty, and you get 10 points. Finish the Red War campaign, 10 points. Defeat 100 Crucible opponents, 15 points. Obtain 25 exotic armor and weapons, 15. I guess they do give... The most they give away is 20 points.
A bunch of these are retroactive. Yeah, some of the ones they haven't revealed yet have to do with the event itself. Like, the big thing with this, the triumphs that you can unlock and redeem for these rewards, there's an armor set that you're given, which you can level up to 400 power.
Okay. And that's the only way you
also
can get it,
had,
right? Is through this event?
Well, you get it given to you, and you level it up through doing challenges that are like embedded in the armor. Like each armor is like complete. Like they, there's a big part of the event are these new missions, which are basically harder, different versions of the campaign. Some of the pivotal campaign missions, but they've changed bosses and stuff that happens, and the difficulty's been ramped up quite a bit.
Right.
So there's 5 of these missions. They're almost kind of like remixed.
Okay.
And each, if you beat though, part of leveling up these armors is beating all those missions.
I sure wish I would have played a whole shitload of Destiny this week instead of a week ago when I was playing a shitload of Destiny.
Yeah, the patch just dropped on Tuesday. So anyway, so you can get up to a level 400 armor. I think there's some other gear. I think it's mainly that leveling up the armor. I think if you level up a full set of armor, it's 50 points.
Okay. Wow.
Towards the
triumph of your moment.
If you unlock all of the armors for all 3 classes, that's like another 50 points.
Right.
I doubt I'm going to have time to do that. I might be able to do one armor set by the end of the month.
The 240 Power Scorched Armor Set. Each piece of armor has its own objective, which will need to be completed in order to upgrade.
Yeah.
Once all objectives...
So after you upgrade it from green to blue, and then from blue to legendary.
Wow. You can earn the Resplendent upgrade, which boasts 400 power.
And basically, I don't know, they look kind of cool. They're all like gold and white.
Yeah, I kind of don't like the way they look, to be honest with you, but...
They're not amazing. They're basically the armor you have at the start of Destiny 2. But they're just like a little more bling on them.
Right.
And then, you got the 5, the Redux, Solstice of Heroes Redux missions.
Bling blow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of neat. I want to
cool.
hopefully get the t-shirt.
I hope you do, so I don't have to hear about you at PAX like, oh man, that bastard's got my t-shirt. It's so cool.
The cool thing about these shirts is that they put your name on it.
Oh, yeah.
On the sleeve.
That's kind of cool. Like your in-game name, obviously.
Yeah. You have to buy the shirt.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you still have to buy the shirt?
It's not free.
Oh.
But you can only get the shirt.
I'm not going to lie. It's a lot less interesting now when you still have to buy the shirt. Like, $30 American for the shirt. And that's only if you wish to add personalization. You don't have to. Adding personalization adds $5 for a total of $30 American. It's an expensive ass shirt.
If you're a super baller, apparently you can buy the shirt for $777,000.77.
What?
I guess they just put a ridiculous price on it. Bungie likes the numbers. Bungie likes the number 7.
Clearly,
I think that's their way of just like, you need the code because you get a code from the game.
It's a go-away price, obviously, and each code is clearly each code is obviously unique, right?
I want to know if there's someone so ridiculous that would buy this shirt for that much money.
Oh, I'm sure people have done
it. If that happened, I'm sure they would say something. Oh, they clearly would donate that money.
I'm sure somebody has done it because they don't have the time, but they have the money.
$777,000.
Oh, okay, 700.
Over 3/4.
Sorry, I was thinking $7,777, and I was like,
it was $7,000. I'm sure some asshole would have done it.
Yeah,
it was like,
but
$700,000.
No, yeah, you're probably right. Although we are talking about people with more money than brains, so
it's got a cool symbol on the front. It's not the most amazing shirt, but it's more like yeah, buddy, I did that shit too. I'm right in the trench. It's one of those head nod, I was in the trenches with you shirt.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Moving along. So Overwatch League wrapped up their first championship.
That was the thing that happened.
London Spitfire 1.
Yep.
I did not watch it.
Me neither. Didn't even know what was going on until after it happened.
I heard that it was in New York, Barclays Center, so it was sold out. Apparently DJ Khaled performed there, and it was pretty awkward. Also,
they aired it on Disney XD.
Really?
TV channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know what was happening. I'm not into Overwatch, so.
I mean, I enjoy playing Overwatch, but I'm not into it as an esport.
No, but that's cool.
Yeah.
They're doing well. That whole league's healthy.
Yeah,
it
seems like people really enjoyed it. So.
I think they're getting more teams next year.
Who knows? I mean, it sounds like those teams are not cheap, though. Oh, man.
No, but I heard that there's 2 new teams coming next year.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that happened. Epic leak suggests that Fortnite is not going to be on the Google Play Store. Apparently, it's coming out soon, but there's a leak on xdadevelopers.com. Someone dug around the source of Fortnite mobile page on on Epic's developer website.
Okay.
And apparently it brings up you need to install this through your browser. So basically they're sideloading an APK, and you have to, accept the security permission. Like, when you sideload apps that don't come from the store.
Uh-huh.
So their kind of way, I guess, of subverting giving Google any money on those V-Bucks they sell.
Interesting. That's curious.
This is the complete opposite of the story we talked about last week or the week before, where they're making so much money. I guess who really wants to give Google more money, because Google's already rich as all hell, but do you really need the 30% to subvert going through the store, and now raising the potential that some people might end up downloading like bunk versions of Fortnite thinking they're downloading the real thing?
Yeah, and
that's gonna be the story that's gonna come out of this.
Oh, totally. Somebody sets up a fake website, manages to get it at the top of Google.
Download Fortnite for Android now. Just, you have to accept these security things for it to work. Okay. Oh, now we just got your whole phone.
Honestly, I think it's a really dumb idea.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
They're
Especially
clearly
when they're
handing
already
over
giving
30% to Apple, which,
yeah,
I guess this is their way of going like, well, we have no choice, but we do have a choice on Android. I just think it's a bad idea, and I think it sets a really bad precedent. And yeah, I don't.
The other dumb thing that I heard that the story mentions is that apparently the rumor is that Fortnite's going to get a 30-day exclusive launch on Galaxy Note 9,
which is supposed to
later
launch
in August,
right,
and then,
towards the end of August,
and then come out for everything else and all the other Android phones in September. So hopefully that's not true, because that seems really stupid.
Literally, the first comment on this story is, that is a horrendous idea. It means it will be impossible for someone to tell whether the download is legitimate or not. I can see hundreds of websites offering free downloads of Fortnite for Android. Just install this .apk real quick, please.
Yeah, install this APK with free V-Bucks at FortniteFreeVbucks.com.
Yep.
Later that day. Why am I seeing ads on my lock screen?
Glad that we're not the only ones to think about this. So hopefully Epic.
This is all rumor.
Yeah, who knows? I hope it's fake.
They did see it through Epic's website. So, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta trailer was released, and it shows the first glimpse of Blackout Battle Royale. Have you watched this trailer?
I don't think I have, actually, no.
Okay, well, for those of you who haven't, it is in the show notes. Click the link and it'll take you to it. The beta is coming out, when is it, next week?
Yeah, it's soon, isn't it? Look at the beta guide. The beta starts August 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, so I think PS4 gets a day early, and then everyone
the first
else,
weekend is exclusive to PlayStation 4.
Okay, so next week, following weekend will be everyone else.
Yeah, so this weekend is going to be exclusive to PS4. Kicks off Friday, wraps up on Monday, August 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
So at the end of the trailer, they show helicopter, ATVs, and some of the basically the battle royale gameplay.
Right.
I think it looks pretty cool, honestly.
PC players can join the fun on Friday, August 10th, but only those who pre-ordered the game.
I won't be here. I don't think I'll be able to take part of the beta.
The Black Ops 4 PC beta opens up to all a day later on Saturday, August 11th.
Yeah, that's while I'm away.
So,
I get back Sunday, so
okay.
Unless it runs till Monday, I won't be playing it. But the Battle Royale looks cool. It's not part of the beta. It's going to have a separate beta for that.
Interesting. I'll have to check out this video.
I don't know. I think the Battle Royale mode looks kind of cool. It's seriously just a tease.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
I'm just interested to see how their Battle Royale plays like on a solid first-person shooter compared to janky PUBG.
Yeah, and also
like that's why
everybody
Fortnite's
being
kind of
first person and stuff like that, right? So,
like that's why Fortnite kind of ran away with it because Fortnite's just 60 FPS and it's super responsive.
Yeah,
like it, whether you like it or not, it controls really well.
Yeah, for sure.
And the shooting's good. So, two of the most important things. I never really thought about it, and I can't remember. I guess it was the Bombcast that I heard them when they talked about it, and it didn't really occur to me until I heard it that part of the reason Fortnite is doing so well is it's kind of like the sequel for all the Minecraft kids. They've grown out of Minecraft. It's got building, which is something they love and are used to.
Right.
But now, and it also has shooting, and they've all grown out of Minecraft. They're not 8, 9, 10. They're 11, 12, 13.
Right.
So it just seems like naturally, like you graduate from that into Fortnite. That makes so much sense as to part of its success as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
I never really thought about that. Valve has announced the release date for Artefact. Apparently it's been in testing, but under like super NDA. But it's coming November 28th. That's the Dota card game.
Right. Interesting that they would drop this now and not announce that at TI coming up here pretty soon.
So it will be at PAX, the story is saying.
Interesting.
Playable, and you can battle over continuous single elimination gauntlet in order to win the right to challenge a champion on the main stage. Each participant can earn Artefact merchandise like signed prints of artwork and 2 keys for free copies of the game when it's released in November. I'm going to call and say that that's going to be a very popular booth.
I wish I was more interested in collective card games like this.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Yeah. I really liked Hearthstone. They're fun at launch, but then they get to a point where
if you're not
card
right there keeping up on it,
the systems,
behind.
There's too many cards.
Yeah.
And the systems get so more complicated. It's just like there's no point coming in now.
Yeah.
Unless you like getting your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
Or playing against PC, which was the nice thing about Hearthstone, honestly, though, is the fact that they have the campaign stuff, so against the CPU. So
right.
I don't know if Artefact has any of that. So moving along, Nintendo news. Nintendo's next Labo game is all about driving and flying.
I'm kind of surprised. Like, I guess not surprised because Labo seemed to come out and then it just you didn't hear about it anymore. And now they're releasing more stuff for it. So, I mean, I'm wondering,
I don't know whether
did it actually do well enough to warrant them releasing more stuff, or did they just kind of have this stuff in the pipe?
Far long enough that they kind of have to release this one?
Yeah, where they're just like, well, we got all this stuff in the pipeline. We may as well release it at this point.
So in September, it's called the Vehicle Kit. You'll be able to construct the controls and pilot a car, plane, and submarine. They're not 3 separate games, though. Using the Joy-Con as a key, you've got one vehicle that can transform between 3 modes. There's even 2-player mode reminiscent of Mario Kart Double Dash, where a second player can jump behind the driver and man a turret. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, there's a little trailer for that, if you're interested in seeing what that looks like. I obviously never got into Labo. There's a whole gas pedal and everything.
Yeah, no, it's a whole kit. Like, it's very interesting. Yeah.
Oh, it transforms into a plane.
And then it transforms into a submarine. Oh my god. It's got a
flight stick.
Yeah, it also transforms into a submarine.
Looks like maybe it's got a little more value in terms of a game than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
See how long those cardboard steering wheel and whatnot last. Not a lot of Nintendo news. That's about it.
Huh?
A little quiet. We're heading up to Gamescom here. I think everyone's holding their cards for a couple more weeks, and then it's going to be crazy again.
Floodgates opening.
And then PAX, and then Tokyo Game Show, and then winter releases, and Jesus.
Oh, yep.
But PlayStation news, PS4 breaks 80 million units sold. Saw that coming. I don't know. Much to add to that. PlayStation 4 still going gangbusters. It's slowed a little bit. This year, numbers wise.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'd be pretty happy with 80 million units sold. It's definitely their bread and butter in Sony. It makes the most amount of money compared to any other department they have going.
They're killing it, man. Like 80 million units, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it is slowing down, but is this going to be the third console consecutively for Sony? Well, all of their consoles, I believe all of their consoles have sold over 100 million units, have they not?
I don't know all the numbers exactly.
I want to say that's...
I don't know if this story goes into that, does it? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I just
PlayStation
like it's just,
has been...
I just feel like...
The PlayStation has been... All the PlayStation systems have been ridiculously...
Yeah, like I think the PS2 sold
even the PS...
the most. But even the PS3...
Even the PS3... PS3 sold more than 80 million, even though it came out pretty bad.
It had a bad start, but it did really good inroads towards the end of its life.
Yeah, it gained a lot of traction in the end. Oh, yeah. It caught up to 360.
I actually think it might have surpassed it at the end.
This next story, not much to say, except for I have a PS4 that sounds like a jet engine. Polygon, I figured this would be something that is a good thing to share. For everyone. They got a little story with how to clean out your PS4. It will void your warranty
if you unscrew it and get right in there, like they talk about.
But they've got some information here on how to open it up and clean it out.
Yeah,
which I've been meaning to do to mine because mine is way too loud.
I need to give mine a blowout. I need to unplug it and clean it out.
I can't even tell that my Xbox One X is on, but I can sure as hell tell my PS4 is on.
My PS4 isn't too bad most of the time, but I have found certain games like God of War, it gets going. It really gets going. It still doesn't sound nearly as bad as my Xbox 360, though. I don't know if any console ever will sound like a helicopter taking off in my living room at all times when I'm playing video games, but...
I think my PS3 was bad. My Xbox wasn't. My Xbox 360's just all got red ring.
I went through four red rings.
Stupid system.
And then the fifth one I still have, actually. And it still technically works last I booted it up.
Yeah, I have one of the newest ones.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
I was thinking of getting rid of it because everything's backwards compatible on the Xbox One. It does make a lot of sense to hold on to it, but they're not really worth a lot. I was going to get rid of my PS3, but then I realized I need my PS3 because it's my Blu-ray player for downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have my PS3 hooked up because I don't know why we had some issues playing some DVDs on the PS4 that played fine on the PS3.
Were they burnt discs?
No, they were like real movies. It was really weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, I know, because like the PS4 plays DVD. Like it was a strange situation. I don't know what happened there, but whatever.
Yeah. PlayStation Plus games for August have been announced. First up, we've got Mafia 3 and
that's pretty
Dead
sweet.
by Daylight. I heard Dead by Daylight's good.
I heard that it was a bit of a hot mess at release, but I've heard that since then it's actually
one of my coworkers at work said it was like going off about how awesome it is. So it's a 4v1 horror game.
Yeah, that game and Friday the 13th are in a lot of ways very similar. One player takes the role of the killer, then the other 4 players play as the survivors trying to escape. And then the goal for the killer is to kill them all before they can escape. And they can either try and kill the killer or they can actually escape. And that's, from my understanding, is kind of how those games work. But
also, Bound by Flame for PlayStation 3, Serious Sam 3 for PS3, Draw Slasher for Vita, and Space Hulk for Vita.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
And then also bonus PSVR game, which I think I heard was also playable not in VR. Here They Lie.
Oh, okay. That's like a horror game, is it not?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm pretty sure it's like a scary game.
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer. That looks like a bad time.
A nightmarish city inhabited by a strange, malevolent creature in its first-person horror game. Yeah, I'd probably skip that. I like to sleep at night.
And what was the other one? There's another one.
The trivia game,
Knowledge is Power. It's from August 7th to November 6th. It's one of the mobile games.
Oh, is that one of the like mobile plus
PlayStation Link games.
Okay. Oh, it might be fun to download and like play with some friends.
And Here They Lie is August 7th to October 2nd as well. So those bonus games are a little longer than just a month.
Right.
Moving along into Xbox news. We've got the new games for Gold for August. And as my link loads up very slowly.
Forza Horizon 2. I'm actually pretty excited about that because
I already own that.
I will load that up and give it a second shot because and For Honor. That's pretty cool.
For Honor Standard Edition, which is not the trial edition, so I assume that's the same retail edition if you bought it day one.
Yep.
Dead Space 3, which I never played. And Disney's Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two.
The first Epic Mickey game was fun but flawed. I never played the second one.
Yeah. I think I heard the second one was better, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I never played either. Dead Space 3 and Epic Mickey 2 are 360 back-compat games.
Yeah.
Not a terrible month.
Both
full
of them
version of For Honor. Because I think I got the I don't know. I'm so confused. On Uplay on my PC, it showed that I owed For Honor.
Owned it? Okay.
Before they did their free edition.
Right.
It just said For Honor. And I'm like, I don't remember buying this or anyone give me a code for this. But it showed this For Honor as part of my library.
Right. Okay.
So I installed it. And I haven't gone back and played it. But I don't know if I got the full game on PC or not. I've always been meaning to go back and play that one.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, that's the full game. Forza team is going to remove loot crates from Forza Motorsport 7. And they're going to be avoiding paid tokens in Horizon 4. That's a big complaint of the Horizon games is like, oh yeah, you get all these cars and stuff, or you can buy them, but it's like then you had to unlock them, and it was kind of like a little bit of a mess with how it was all done, and people were really not happy with that. Especially Forza 7 got slagged pretty bad because of the unlockables.
Yeah, I need to load that up.
Unwrap it.
I know. I'm looking at it right now on the shelf in the wrapper. So this is good news for me. Removing the loot crates and stuff. I just hope they like manage to kind of put something back in the game so it feels like good still.
Say how long this is going to take. The team has begun the process of removing. Hasn't quite happened yet, but
yeah,
it's going to be soon. I don't know. I never got 7. I will get 4 because it'll be part of Game Pass.
Right.
It's a beauty of Game Pass is really freaking good.
You mean Horizon 4, right?
Yeah, Horizon 4.
Yeah.
Sorry. But like 7, I never played.
Maybe I'll load it up this weekend.
Additions.
It's a long weekend for me, so I will... my wife's got to work on Monday, so I will have a day to...
For me.
I will have an extra day to just play video games, and I'll have access to my television, so... Which I don't normally.
No, yeah, she won't be hogging the PS4.
There you go. Exactly. So
speaking of Game Pass, a couple more games have been added. Hitman's first season. Rise, Son of Rome. And then Dead Rising 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the Escapist Walking Dead is also included. Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure.
Did they say which games were leaving? Because, like, aren't they, like, sort of taking things away, or are they just more or less adding to it at this point?
I think they just add to it. I don't think stuff leaves.
Okay.
I really don't know how that works. Like, if your game's in there, like, if someone installs it, do you get a kickback? Here's 50 cents.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, I have no idea. Anyway, whatever. That's big business. That's above my pay grade.
Sort of in a... I guess I should have talked about it during the cross-platform PC stuff, but I just saw... strangely enough, an ad that kind of made me think of this. The Oculus Rift just got its first bundle, and it's being bundled with Marvel Powers United VR. I know nothing about that game. Is this like a mobile game? Like,
no, it's a VR game where you can play as different heroes. I think it got a full 6.0 from IGN.
Okay.
It's basically a combination of every VR thing you've seen up until this point, from shooter to melee to
right,
just like at all the different heroes. It looks okay. It doesn't look like a killer app. It ain't no goddamn Star Wars that should exist. God damn it.
Yeah, I still don't know how that's not a thing. It was kind of crazy because they're offering the Rift bundle now, which includes the Rift headset and the touch controllers with this game for $529 Canadian. Which, I mean, is a significant price drop compared to...
That's a lot better than when it first launched.
That's what I mean. Like, that's pretty crazy. You know, now that my computer is finally getting close to being able to do VR again... Just
the Oculus is a nice piece of
just
kit.
Waiting for that
those touch controllers.
You know,
the touch controllers are pretty cool.
Waiting on that whole video card situation.
Oculus has been all over the friggin' map.
Yeah, I hear you.
They've been damn quiet, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how there hasn't been a lot of exciting stuff going on in VR, to be honest, across all of them.
Fair enough.
It's quite disappointing. So, public service announcements. I actually have some this week. I uploaded some more photos from my E3 trip. I believe I shared and posted that everywhere. Facebook, all our social media. So yeah, there's a link in the show notes if you haven't seen that.
Some good photos in there.
Go check it out. Some more photos from my day 2. Yeah, it was a fun trip. Yeah, I got some cool photos. The cool thing is all these photos are from my cell phone.
Really? There's some great shots in
there. The gallery app that the website uses has downgraded the photo quality a little bit. Right. Like, there's definitely some compression and artifacts that are not
of course,
visible on my phone.
Those are from your Pixel 2, right?
Yeah, for free gallery and photo hosting and not having to pay for extra storage space. I will put up with the compromise of, I don't think anyone really wants to download pictures of me in high resolution and print them.
Oh God, no! I've seen you in real life. Nobody wants that.
If you need high resolution versions of any of the photos in either of these galleries, just let me know. I can hook you up with that.
Oh, fantastic! Do we then need to talk to guys? Or like pricing involved? Or
no? I'll just give you the photos.
Done.
You can do stuff.
Done.
But yeah, so that's my part 2. I should have one more part when I have another chance to pick out some of the best photos from the last day.
It's a pretty sweet Spider-Man, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he was pretty rad. with that, Dane, I'm going to say we are in our free-for-all section. Not a lot to talk about here. Castlevania Season 2 was announced.
Oh, hell yeah, it was.
A while ago, but the release date
looks so good.
Release date was announced.
October.
When is it coming? It's coming in October.
Yeah.
Where's the date? Why isn't it here?
Isn't it October 8th, I want to say?
Just says October. What a stupid story.
I know. Could have linked a better story there, Rick.
Seriously.
Good job.
Get your act together. This work that you do that I steal from you.
We're not stealing it. We're borrowing it. They still own it. It didn't go anywhere. We're saying that we got it from them.
Was it October 8th?
I thought it was October 8th. It's October. It's
October 26th.
I was totally wrong. October 26th.
Only on Netflix. And the 4 episode season 1 was pretty freaking awesome. So
yeah, it was a little bit slow, and then right when things are, you're just like, yeah, this is awesome, and then it ends, and you're like, awesome. Son of a bitch. Yeah. But if you watch them all together, almost like a movie, it's perfect. Yeah. So I may even go back and watch this with my wife, just as a...
This is not for the kids.
Ooh, this is an R-rated, proper, animated, very well done.
I think the trailer is pretty violent, I believe.
Oh, heck yeah. It's Castlevania. They don't pull no punches. It's great.
I'm excited. I really like that first season.
Dude, you got a photo with Abby Russell.
Yeah, I got a couple of giant bomb people there.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of jealous. She's awesome.
Yeah, I was chatting with her for a bit outside of the... I don't know if that was before the day started or the end of the day. Yeah, and then I literally ran into Ben and Jan. It's Jan, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the other guys. Saw Kind of Funny guy. I saw the whole Kind of Funny crew.
Sorry, not to sidetrack you. I just saw the photo and I thought that was cool.
I know. I didn't run into any really media people at all.
They were all hiding in appointments.
Everywhere I went, I was followed by European. I feel like European game press everywhere I went.
Wow.
Nobody's speaking English. It was weird.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's it. I think, Dane, we have a little shorter show for everyone this week.
That happens sometimes, Just is what it is.
Not a lot of news.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter at RickF, no K, RICF.
You can always come bug me on Twitter at Dane Cody, at DAYNECODY. That's Dane. Not there's no W in there. So, funny story. I tweeted at freaking the Terminator this week. The Terminator 2, actually, which was super cool.
Yeah, I saw that. You were talking about X-Files or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And he replied to me, which was super cool. And he said, thanks, Dwayne. And a little piece of my heart died. And I was like, that's awesome and all shitty all at the same time.
What's his name again?
Robert Patrick.
That's it. T2. The T1000.
Yeah. So.
Man, that was awesome. Fucking movie.
So. Anyways. So there you go. At Dane Cody. There's no W in there.
Dwayne.
No.
Cody.
Shut up.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson Cody.
Damn it.
Make sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube.
If you really like us
on the Instagram.
If you really like us, you can always drop us a line on Apple, iTunes,
or the podcast app.
Yeah.
And or subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, iTunes. If you're listening to this on YouTube for whatever reason, because some people do, because there's numbers. People are listening to this. It's just the audio file posted on YouTube. Come over and get us on one of your podcast apps, man. Subscribe to us there. And of course, we appreciate you listening to us wherever you find us. We are available everywhere where all podcasts, fine podcasts, are hosted for free.
Yeah, we are.
We don't ask for much. We just ask for your time and your patience.
And to put up with us.
I don't know.
which I guess is
if
actually
you can leave
kind
a
of lot.
review and a like and a subscribe and a whatnot here and there, it just helps. Those magic internet algorithms.
Heck yeah.
Any homework? Not really. I'm going away next
We
week.
may or
so
may
I don't
not
know.
see you next week, but either way, we will be back the week after.
Absolutely.
So
I think there's a high probability we won't have a show next week because I won't have the ability to edit it, and you guys don't know how to edit and post it. So
I'm sure I could
and it would be
figure out
super,
how to edit,
even
but I
if
can't
you-
post it. So
yeah, by the time I got back and you guys gave it to me, we were already getting close to recording our next show. So I don't know. Well, it's Rico's fault.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted. Thank you, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Have an excellent, excellent weekend.
later.
Peace.